everybody, and welcome back to my channel. We back with another one, So yeah, I'm back with another video, and I just want to give all the new subbies a warm welcome. We are growing. I feel like I say this every time, but yeah, we are growing for a young, small, little, a small YouTuber. I'm grateful for the growth and people subscribing to my channel. But yeah, but now I'm gonna speak to the ones that are ghost watchers, because I see you. I see you, see me, see you. Okay? So if you're new and this is the first time that you're seeing this face, and you want to know more about natural hair, and or you just want to stare at this beauty, you can just go on ahead and subscribe to my channel. Don't leave without subscribing. Like I said, don't be a ghost watcher. It's not cute. It's not a cute look on you, okay? but today's video is going to be a bit different. I haven't done a sit down video in a while, like in a long time. I've just been here. I've been here on my head, just all the time. But yeah, today's video is a bit different. It's going to be basically things that I've learned on my hair journey. That's all the do's, the don'ts, if you may, the things that you need to know about your hair as well. So stick around, and we'll get right into the video. Okay, so recently, or not even recently, but I think a couple of weeks ago, I did a poll on my Instagram where I asked people whether do they know about their hair porosity. Now, hair porosity basically is the ability of your hair to retain moisture. For me, essentially, I found that when I first started, I didn't even know, like, the natural hair community has so many terms, so many cuticle this, so many porosity this, so many epidermis this, epidermis that. It's a lot, okay? So I'm gonna try and be as simple as possible. So essentially, that's the first thing that I learned about in my hair journey. When I first started going natural, my first time being natural, I didn't have a smitten clue. All I wanted to know is how my hair grows natural without relaxer. It grew. I didn't know how to take care of it. I washed it at the salon, had it blow dried, and then I just plaited it. And then it was like, sis, that's not how you do it, and it gave up on me. So I went back to relaxers, and then I cut my hair recently. Well, not recently, but then I cut my hair and started my hair journey again. So when I started my journey again, that's when I started to learn more and more and more about how to take care of your hair, what my hair needs, what products to buy as well. You don't just randomly go and buy products. Okay, so first on the list is hair porosity. So what is hair porosity? Like I said, hair porosity is basically the ability for your hair to retain moisture. When you moisturize, are you moisturized throughout the day? Do you feel like as the day goes, do you need to a bit of water just to bring it back? So that's what hair porosity is. It's just the ability of your hair to maintain and retain all that moisture that you do. So there's 3 stages to hair porosity. First one is low porosity hair, second one is normal porosity hair, and the third is high porosity hair. Now, there are tests that you can do that can help you determine where you are in the spectrum. So let me start with normal porosity hair. Now, with normal porosity hair, I feel like people who have normal porosity hair, those are God's children. Like, you are the chosen ones. Like, at birth, God was like, listen, I'm choosing you for you, chosen one, So those are those type of hair. That hair is the most easy to maintain. Wash days are a breeze for you. You don't, your product buildup isn't that much. That hair holds hairstyles a lot. So the cuticle for that hair is just the right amount of open and close, which means if you put in moisture stays in there. If you need to clarify, it clarifies and cleans much easier. So I'm not going to talk too much on that, because that hair is very easy to maintain. You will know from your hair if is it easy for you or is it not. The second one is low porosity hair. Now low porosity has the cuticle of the hair is basically like shut, like the good sis is here. So that type of hair is it's very hard for you to take moisture in, or to even like products. You have to go in there, like you have to really go in for your hair to come out looking moisturized and healthy. The tips that I would give someone with low porosity hair is that when you wash your hair, or just on a normal day, like when you shower, it needs steam. Like so hot water opens up your pores and your cuticles and whatnot. So moisture, heat, and that doesn't say go on and be crazy with the hair dryer. No, leave the hair dryer alone. That's not the type of heat that you want. So when I say heat, I mean when you do a treatment, you would first heat your product and then you put it on, which helps your hair open up so that you can take in more moisture. On a normal day, when you take a shower, you don't use a shower cap, or you do use a shower cap so that when the heat from the steam is in the shower, your hair is actually absorbing. So once you do that, your hair tends to maintain and retain moisture more. But the bad side about low porosity hair is that once it has moisture in, it is in. And that's what leads to product buildup. Like you find your hair being weighed down, or you find like white stuff on your head and all of that. That is product buildup. So that's what happens with low porosity hair. Third on the list is your high porosity hair. Now, high porosity hair is the thirsty girl. Miguel is very thirsty because one, her cuticles are like this. Like it's just open. There's no shut there. So with that type of hair, and also low porosity hair is protein sensitive, which means too much protein will dry out your hair completely. It will break your hair. So with protein treatments, you want to do your protein treatments like once a month. I'd say once a month. That's more ideal. Once a month. Now with high porosity hair, the babes, that one needs all the love in the world. Like it's those kids that are problematic, your problematic kids, where they always need to solo kukhuzwa high all the time. That's what you need to do with your high porosity hair. Because the cuticle is open, it's easy for moisture to come in. So when you shower, or when you're trying to wash your hair is drenched immediately in water. But once you get out the water, babes, it's gone. And then we're back to being dry. So with that type of hair, it needs all the love. Your conditioners, your deep condition, your moisture. Like I said, when I said I'm between, I feel like I'm between low and high because one, my hair does not hold hairstyles a lot. It frizzes. So that's what low porosity hair does. So you would have a hairstyle out, and then as the day goes, your hair it just freezes. Frizz and all of that. Okay. But all of that contributes to your environment as well. Contributes a lot to the type of hair that you have. So with high porosity hair, that hand is very dry. That hand needs all the love in the world. When it comes to oils, what I've learned is also that when it comes to oils, so now that you know what type of hair porosity you are, you can then build up on the products that you need to use. So there is a few tests to determine what type of porosity that you are. The first one is the cup test. So you put a tub or whatever is clear that you can see in. So you just take a few strands and then you put it in a cup. If it stays at the top, that's low porosity hair, which means, like I said, the babes is like here, no moisture, no like water is not getting in. Like it takes time for moisture to get into your hair. So if it sits at the top of your cup after like 15 to 20 minutes, if after 15 minutes it's still at the top, that means you have low porosity hair. If it sinks about mid to the cup, then that means you've got normal porosity hair, which means you're the chosen one. Okay, you've made the cut. okay? But if your hair sinks right to the bottom of the cup, then baby girl, you've got high porosity hair. Because the cuticles are open, the water gets in the cuticle and then it sinks it to the bottom. So that's how you know. Also, there's another one that I learned is you can take one strand. I'm just gonna pick one. So literally just one. I don't know if you can see it, but one strand. So you run your finger up and down like this. So if it's, when you go up, if it's smooth, then that means you've got low porosity hair, because like I said, cuticles are closed. But now if you do this and you feel a bit of ridges, a bit like little bumps and whatnot, like it's not smooth, then that means you, my sis, have high porosity hair. So that's another way. Another test that you can do is when you wash your hair, if when you put your hair in water, or you can do like a spray bottle. I would show you mine, but I'm sure you've seen my spray bottle. But yeah, you take just a bunch of hair and then you spray water in it. So if when you look at their hair, the water, quickly absorbs in without any difficulty, then that's normal hair. But if it sinks in and like in less than 5 minutes it's already a bit dry, then that means you've got high porosity hair. And if you spray on your hair and you see little droplets like right at the top, or like you can see like then you know for a fact that, hey hun, you've got low porosity hair, because your cuticle is like, ain't nobody coming in here. So that is one way. Okay, so one other thing that I learned going natural is that hair trims, like you need to trim your hair. When I was relaxed, I never trimmed my hair. When I went natural, I trimmed my hair, but I didn't also at the same time. So when you trim your hair, that's basically you just removing all the dead ends of your head that would then over time, because with dead ends, your split ends. So split ends literally means your hair will split. If you have a weave, you just hold your weave like right here, and then if you look at it, there's going to be a split between the strands. That's what happens to your hair. So if you don't cut that off, it splits all the way to your root, and then your hair breaks, and then you have shedding, and then your hair is falling all over the place. So that's what happens. So regular trims, those are not like a regular, like every month you're out here, every 2 months, maybe every 3 months, because I've been trimming my hair quite a lot, just so I can get it back to being full. And so necessarily like a young cut here and there, okay? Don't go wild. It's just an inch, like just an inch off, and you move on with your life, no harm, no foul. Thirdly, what I've also learned going natural is that it is your journey, and you comparing yourself to the next natural, or it's okay to dream. Like I dream to have hair that is as big as Akona. I'm not sure if you know her, but Akona, on Instagram, I'll put a picture of her here. She's got big hair, but she has been growing her hair for like 4 or 5 years, I think, and that is a lot of years and maintenance, and that is like a lot of care. So in order for you to get there, you need to know, and you need to be okay with yourself saying, hey, I'm going to go and work on my hair and my growth. Okay, so this is the end. I think that's about it. If there's anything I left out, I'll just put it in the comments. But also, if you want me to do a part 2 of this video where I tell you the type of products that you can use for each type of porosity, then do let me know in the comment section, and I will go on ahead and get that sorted for you guys. And I do hope you learned something, and I want to know, how's your journey been? Like, how are you enjoying being natural? Are you transitioning? Are you there? If you've got short hair, I feel like people with short hair don't appreciate the hair a lot, because community, society does not like 4C hair if it's short. 4C people are only appreciated if your hair is long. Enjoy your short hair. I will say this, enjoy it. In terms of care, that is the easiest stage of your hair you will ever be in. Enjoy it while it lasts. And while I say enjoy it while it lasts, I mean really get in there, because that is literally your base of everything. There is a lot of hairstyles out there for short hair. It's called a twa, a TWA, a teeny weeny afro. There's so many hairstyles that YouTubers have. I normally gravitate towards international YouTubers, so I will leave a link below if you want to know how to take care of your short hair. But don't let anybody tell you otherwise about your hair. Don't let anybody tell you that because you've got short 4C hair that your hair is not great. You are awesome. Your hair is awesome. The fact that your hair defies gravity, girl, you've already won the race. So all of that, put that aside. People bantu bazothetha all the time, like, so brother, like I said, it's your own journey. You walking that journey, that is your journey. Okay, okay. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. And yeah, I like I said, let me know if there's anything else that you want me to do. If you have any video suggestions, if you have anything or any ideas that you want me to do, then let me know in the comment section. And don't forget to like the video before you head on out. And also, if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. And it's been awesome, it's been lovely, it's been wonderful. And also, don't forget to tell your friends, to tell their friends, to tell their friends, boyfriends, side piece, mother, father, husband, your friend, your, you know, don't forget everybody. Tell everybody that Avery is back in the building. And sayonara, sayonara, sayonara.